That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers. Want the pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas. Going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town. I'm talking that King Richard. It's like a movie. I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas. I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark. We all bite.
You gambling with your life? Let's roll the
Don't be
dice.
some problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary.
Open them wide.
Something like
Mind if I pull up with a few?
we can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Rattler. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. When you look at this Packers defense, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw in film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Rattler. That is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 2, here's first and goal. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Blake Grupe now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Look at that look at shit. He got a strip. Oh, I'm sick. Yeah. I am loving you right now.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Hard running at the 15. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Love looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I love this Packers team, bro. This Packers team is so ugly.
And uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Packers at 11-3 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's
too fast.
Inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
With the step up.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
I don't like that.
They'll say no
Why?
gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm not sure.
Fellas
They
took
how
that
much
one
on
up in a
that?
big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Love. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. Throwing. Love.
That's fucking dot.
Touchdown,
That nigga
Packers.
Love is dirty.
A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball
That dot
game. And now,
crazy.
of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Carlson's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated.
No way this
after
nigga
giving
caught
up
it.
6 the
Fuck
last
no.
time on the field.
Come
And frankly, it's
on.
just a battle of wills in a lot of
Madden.
ways because
Stop
you know
blessing
they're
this
both
nigga.
motivated, they both game
Stop
plan for
blessing this
drive,
nigga,
and they
Madden.
both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Get that nigga, Clark. Yeah. Stop blessing this nigga, Madden. That's twice.
Kenny
This
Clark
nigga-
is the one to get him, and that is sack number 7
This
for him
nigga
on the
bullshit
year.
ass.
These two teams all tied
I have it
after
on
one.
conservative. This nigga got a fucking strip.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
I'm the Dolphin. I don't know. I don't like the Dolphins. I like the Packers. Have me play more.
Rattler working out of the gun. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Third and 8. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's Rattler. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
In motion right, Olave. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, The offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And the point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
2nd and 11 now. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Same target, it's Jacobs again. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Love now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
To the air is Rattler. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, now Rattler. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Rattler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. And Rattler, he'll throw again. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the field goal, back out his groupie to send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw now. Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this 1st half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints had 6 to their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Rattler wants to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Rattler. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing is Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. Now he's loose again, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. Groupie for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Saints 31, Packers 7. Blake Grupe to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7. Love looking to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now Love. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Blake Grupe to kick off for the Saints.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Love throwing for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw there is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 72 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler sliding out of the pocket. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Play fake. Here's Love. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Play action this time with Love. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off the play fake, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Love, he's going to change the play here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Love from the gun. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing. Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Forced out to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Brandon, if you're not rooting for the defensive team, that was a fun play to watch. 4th down, all the throwing lanes are covered, and this guy says, let me do it myself, and shows off scrambling ability that you just can't teach.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Down the left sideline. He may go. Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 57 yards. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Now 2nd and 5. Now Rattler. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air is Rattler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rattler. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Rattler going to look to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now the point after, good by Grupe. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Packers 33. Blake Grupe to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking deep here for Dobbs, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Brought down by Willie Gay.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 10. Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Love now. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
On play action, Rattler. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Flushed out right.
gain of 12 yards. And the Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
Love looking to throw it. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Here's Love. Here's a ball deep for Musgrave. And this is caught. Touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 40 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. Carlson on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 42nd mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for New Orleans, they continue to rack up the